So we're going to use this to see how accurate your strides are. This is the Rumpometer. This is the device that measures the length. It has lots of different attachments for different size cables, and in the rest of the box are some other ancillary stuff like straps.
This is really important, isn't it, to know the length of, in this case, the run, because we're going to be pulling it in, because we often overstride and then add 5 on, don't we? So if I've said 50 strides is 50 metres, I'm probably going to go for 55 metres of cable. And with cable prices being so expensive, it's better to have that accurate reading, especially if you're maybe doing a design calculation and you're working out the cross-sectional area of conductors or volt drop. So we're going to set it up, we're going to turn it on, and as the rod passes through it, it's going to add that meterage in.
Yeah, so it'll add it through. We get the option to reset it, which we're doing now, so it's now at 0. And you're absolutely right with the expense of the cable, but another thing people are using these for is also the sustainability side of the project. So it's trying to have as little waste as possible on projects and construction sites.
Now we've got an attachment there to make it easy to go through. There are several other attachments. We've chosen this one because of the flexibility it gives us. You've zeroed your instrument again, and now we're just going to pass the rods through and into the duct. So we can see how easy it comes off in order that we can get to the other end. So that's about, I reckon, 50 metres of pushing you've got to do there in order that we can get to the other end. But look at that, there's no twisting, no knotting, nothing. That's gone with relatively ease, hasn't it?
Yeah, I still wish I was holding the camera.
Yeah, but I had to do that job. So we're at this end now, we're poked out, okay. There you go. I was not bad, but 3 metres out. And over a big project, that starts adding up. Now, you're showing us now that when you move the rod in and out, we can change that measurement, can't we?
Yeah, so it'll measure both directions. So as you're pulling the cable in, if the Rumpometer bounces about, if it goes backwards, it'll actually deduct the measurement. If it goes forward, it'll add the measurement on.
So we brought in the X-Board 300 in order that we can pull in an armoured cable. What size of armoured cable are we going to pull in?
So we've picked a 4-core 2.5 armoured cable.
Okay, yeah, so a decent size cable in order to pull it in. And now this is where we get the luxury of changing that attachment, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're taking off the flexible head that we used for pulling it through, and we're going to replace that with this this other head.
Okay, and this one means that we won't get that armoured effectively stuck. But when I'm ever attaching cables to rod system, I'm thinking of tons of tape and making sure that it doesn't pull off. But you're not going to do anything like that, are you?
No, we're going to use this device where it just tightens up on top, and then the more we pull on that cable, the tighter the grip comes. And the red shroud then pulls over the end, and that just stops it getting snagged on any other cables, because we've got a lot of cables in this trough already. Okay, so in we go. So we're going to obviously feed it in to start with, then I think I want to send you down the other end in order to pull that 50 metres, because remember, holding this camera takes a lot of effort. And what I absolutely love about the X-Boards is even when the cable drops off, the board itself is completely rotating, so it doesn't snag, does it? So this is a one-person job. Yeah, so myself at the other end now pulling this through. I don't have to worry about this end, because I know when it does loop off, which it does as the cable falls down or the speed changes, it'll always pick itself back up and it won't tangle.
And so that's the 47 metres of cable going in with one person doing the job.
There we go, we've seen the loop come underneath. So that loop is now tight underneath, but because of the design of the Rumpotec X-Board, it's going to come back up.
And then we pull it out the other end, there's our cable. So we're ready to send it on to its final destination.